YouTuber Bart coming at you with a PSA submission preview video. I don't typically do these, but most of the time because I'm sending a stack of cards like this, and it would take a long time to get through it. But these are for my 15 free subs, and so 15 cards, a whole lot easier to show off to you. But I got some really good ones in here. I will be excited to get these back in 6 to 8 months from now. It is what it is, but I still love me some PSA slabs, and nothing seems to be able to catch my eye to replace those. So we'll show these off. This is 1997 Finest refractor. It's considered an uncommon refractor. They kind of have these little boxes that tell you how rare they are, and you know, there's embossed ones and stuff like that. So thankfully they kind of walk you through it on some of these, because you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get refractors or parallel of a parallel, and you're not real sure exactly which one it is, and you just hope you read refractor or something on the back. And this one's have it, so that's good. From 2007 Finest, this is the Patrick Willis X-Fractor. Great looking card, but even better, it's numbered out of 25. So this is the only one I had ever seen come up. It popped in a BCCG 10 slab, and I bought it and cut it out of there. So I'm looking forward to that. This is from 2005. The Reflections. It says Derek Wake. He goes by Cameron now. A big sack leader set, and he just went over 100 sacks this past year. So I'm hoping to get this one back a little bit sooner to add to my sack set. And it wasn't cheap, since most people toss these things to the side because it doesn't have a team uniform or anything like that. There's probably a handful of people who didn't realize that Derek Wake and Cameron Wake were the same dude, and then just not necessarily the most sought after set outside of you pull the Aaron Rodgers or maybe the Frank Gore out. But got that one to put in there. Got this in a recent care package. 1994 Finest refractor Jerry. The centering is going to cost me a little bit, but you won't. These Finest ones, that's why they go in such high prices. Everybody thinks, oh, it's the refractor that's so expensive, and they are, but it's the centering that's a pretty big deal too. So this one's pretty good. It's off a little left to right. It's hard to tell that because there's arms and shoulders sticking out there, but a little bit left to right and a little bit top to bottom. I got my fingers crossed still for a 9, maybe 8.5, but it is a sharp card, and it's going to look good regardless with that Lighthouse label. Got a Contenders Bosa. It's the first one I got. I wanted to get in them early before everybody just went nuts on them, so it was still expensive, but I got a decent deal on it. It's off a little left to right, but this is the variant, which I didn't know at the time because there were so few of them hitting eBay when I got it. So this is the rarer variant, but I like this one a little bit more. It's a different pose, but it's got the Niners helmet as opposed to the Niners just SF symbol. I'm expecting the 9 back on that one, but I'd be pretty happy with that. Love linebackers, and so I'm always a big fan of whoever's the middle linebacker on the Niners. And this is that guy now, Fred Warner. So the Prism Black Finite 1 of 1. Started his rookie season with us and has been going strong. Could have definitely been a Pro Bowler last year, but he wouldn't have been well known enough to get those extra votes, but definitely played that well. So Bosa, I have the rest of this rainbow from 2019 Elite at PSA right now. I held the 101 out and saved it for this sub. This will not get a gem. There are white corners. Definitely you can see that top one there. The bottoms aren't perfect either. The front is good to go. So, perfect world for me, I'd get a 9, but you know, hopefully an 8.5 or something. But a 101 from Bosa, so it's going to get slabbed. Been getting key rookies in National Treasures if we have them, and then getting them slabbed. I'm only got like 4 of them so far from the Niners. Navarro Bowman's at PSA right now. This is not considered his true rookie of National Treasures, but it's the one I liked the most. It was just clean. I wanted the white with a predominant auto, and that's what this one is. It's numbered at a 25. The base rookie out of National Treasures is just a giant red patch out of 99. Doesn't even have an auto on it. And, these are hard to come by. Hot Hands from 97. Flair Showcase. And it's going to look sweet in a slab. This one isn't going to do that well. The creasing, you can't tell. You can't see most of the creasing, but this is a 3.5 to 4.5. It has the appearances and everything else of a 4.5, but there's some ripples in the back. I don't know if I can catch those with the light, but being a 1952 card, I gotta sub it with this because there won't be any regular submissions that go that early that allow for cards that old. So I just have not found even a remotely decent priced one of these for years. And so now I'm at the point, all right, I gotta buy a raw one and just get that placeholder. Because I'm only like 4 cards set. I finish in the 1950s Niner set. And then once I get those, I will be complete. At least 1950 through all the 80s and probably 90, 91 as well. I think I'm going to fish 92, 93, 94 on the next sub that I got coming back. I'm not sure, maybe 1 card off, but I'm filling that set up. I got about 100 or so base cards from the years, moderns as well, at PSA right now. So my complete run is getting close. If we can catch that a little bit. There we go. There it is. God, that's fucking nice right there. 98 SPX Hollow Fame. That was an expensive raw card. I don't like buying raw cards for that much, but I think I paid $23 for that on ComC. But it's got all the looks. A little, I mean, it's not the most pristine back. I wouldn't say pristine, but I think it's still gem mint back. So I think it could get a 10. It all depends. Some of this, the scratching and stuff you see right here is just a card saver itself, but so it looks good. But you can't hold your breath on a hologram from the 90s anyway. So there's no question in my mind that this is at least a 9. But I got a chance on that 10. I'm pretty excited about it. Love me some Kramer's Choice. There's a 1997 one. These are still a little bit of a mystery of how many there are. It's hard to buy them because not everybody puts jumbo or not in the right size, but this one's often called gold, but I don't know if I've seen one that's not got that gold bottom on it from 97 for Rice. And then, again, with strategy for your free subs, they have a little bit more leniency with what you can put. That's why I'm sending that 1952 large in there. But you can also send jumbos that you can't necessarily send otherwise. So, Kramer's Choice, the 95 jumbo. The 96 jumbo. And 98 jumbo, and I have not seen a 97 jumbo yet, so again, not entirely sure if it exists. I've seen a couple that look like they might be jumbo in the picture, but they don't list it that way. And not people don't always answer their messages on eBay. So that's what I got for you. I hope to get those out next week. And then I've got at least 100 Jerry Rices already prepped for my next sub, plus about 30 miscellaneous. But gotta build my strategies. Because I got a couple buddies that sent me some cards too to get graded, which is cool. But I've got a couple of ultra moderns now because they have these new categories. 2016 to now is an ultra modern, and somebody sent me a couple of old cards plus some ultra moderns to go get graded. But if you have 50 of them, it's still $10 a card, which we don't have yet. And then if it doesn't go down to $9 a card until there's 100 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do because there's not that many modern cards that I need or whatever, so there's no incentive for me to just go buy some boxes now to get those numbers up or something. So I'll have to figure that one out. That sub probably won't go for a little bit as far as the ultra modern goes, but the regular modern from 1970 to 2016 or whatever, I got plenty for. So I'll send that off, plus these 15, that'll be another 150 or so at PSA. I've already got 400 there that I'm still waiting on. Actually 500, but about 100 of them aren't mine. So we'll see, but it's nice, and they've been sitting on my desk too long, so I need to get those sent out. But fingers crossed for those grades, and I'll be happy to look back on this and see what I thought of the grades when or what they were going to get when I finally get them back in a couple months. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Later.